Hey Aries, this is Dree, aka Be Nice Tarot, and I'm here with your January 2023 love message. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and start with the vibe for January 2023. Okay. Oh, they all came out. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and take them. So we got the first one that came out is no filter, brutally honest, straightforward, face value. So maybe you're finding yourself in situations where either you have to be real about how you feel about a situation, or maybe you're going to have to be the one that kind of has to be that person to keep it real with somebody. Like, you know what, this is how I feel. You can't really sugarcoat it anymore. It's like, this is what it is type of energy. Okay. We have it's a no for me, reconsider, not now, won't work. So maybe because of this, right? Because maybe you're realizing like, all right, this isn't for me, this isn't the direction for me. I can't. So you're realizing like, okay, I gotta reconsider. I can't really engage myself with certain people, or I can't for some of you this is a job. Like maybe you're finding like, okay, I gotta be realistic with myself. I can't commit to this. It's just not for me. It's not working out. Okay, no matter how hard you try to dress it up, play it up, make it nice, it just isn't working out. And then we have, I don't know, play it safe, unknown, wishy washy. Okay, so I feel like just in general, you guys are a little bit lost with who to trust, who to go to, what to do, who to hang out with, where to go. It's like everything is just unknown to you right now. You're not really, I feel like you're on alert because it's just like already you're starting to see like people just aren't who they say they are, situations aren't who they say they are, a job isn't what they said it is. So overall you're just kind of like side-eyeing everything. I feel like you're just like skeptical, like moving skeptical, side-eyeing everything, like I said. And just because people could be coming off to you really wishy-washy. It's like one day you think like, okay, things are okay, and then boom, it's not. One day somebody's for you and then they're not. One day somebody is one way towards you and then they're not. So I feel like a lot of this is you accepting like, all right, I can't keep trying to make like, I guess sugarcoat what's happening here. It's in my face. Okay, that type of energy. So I have this over here. Okay. And then let's go ahead and jump into what's going on with you guys for love. Okay. See what the energy is for you guys. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. We have judgment. Okay, so we have Libra here. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra placement, or overall, this is about you just deciding, coming down to a decision. Maybe this also has to do with reconciliation. Maybe you're hoping that you can speak your piece with somebody, or like there's some type of sign. Oh, that's too many cards. I'm not going to take that. I'm like, but some type of sign, like you're waiting for it, right? Or it could already have come to you like through like an epiphany type of way, right? But it still may not be enough for you to kind of like, okay, so I guess I'll take that. This came out, the Two of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Wands here. All right. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. So maybe this has to do with you kind of like taking your talents elsewhere. I feel like for some of you, this has to do with a job per se, where you're just like deciding, like, you know what, this just isn't a place for me. I'm not able to really feel like I can find a clear vision of where to go, with me being here. Because I feel like you guys are just kind of like stumped on, who to take an offer from, or, just your motivation in general. Okay. Maybe you're feeling like also you're not really feeling the spark with somebody. Maybe you're not feeling that sexual connection with somebody anymore. And now you're feeling like, okay, what's next? Because if I don't feel this, what can we do? You know what I mean? So it's like that energy of just you feeling like maybe this isn't really the time for you to even be engaging with people, or maybe it's time for you to just wake up and see, like, you know what, I gotta cut some folks off. Okay, I gotta cut some people off. They're just not it. They're not it. And I feel like you're getting this major sign if you haven't already. Why is the Judgment card here? Okay. Yeah, to get the hell up out of here. Okay. I feel like it's just to the point you can't even fake it till you make it type of energy. You can't fake it anymore. You're just like, it is what it is. You got to be brutally honest. You got to be straightforward. You're taking things at face value now. That's what it is. You're not wasting time with people and things that just aren't for you. And it's to the point where it's in your face. Spirit keeps showing you who to cut off, or what to cut off. So really, it's up to you to kind of like follow it, because at the same time it's like the more you try to The more you try to lie to yourself about how you feel, the more you try to lie to yourself about a situation, the more you're holding yourself back and the more you feel out of place. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, this is why certain things aren't moving forward. Maybe in work or maybe in a connection. Why certain things are moving forward in your life because of the fact that you're still engaging with certain people that are holding you back. They're taking your energy. They're blocking you out in terms of your energy. So maybe you're losing motivation, right? Maybe you're feeling lost, and it's all because of someone that's not supposed to be in your energy anymore. And I feel like Spirit's saying, like, until you make that decision, you're gonna continue being stagnant. And I feel like your work is being affected in that way because Spirit's like, all right, well, if you're not gonna listen this way, maybe you'll listen another way. I feel like for some of you, because the only way you're gonna listen is if your money's low. But others of you, I'm really feeling like it's just taking things at face value that a connection just isn't moving forward. Okay, it's actually stagnant, stuck. It's been like that for some time for a lot of you guys, and it's to the point where you're like probably like trying to figure out, okay, what's going on? Is there something else I can do? Maybe we can kind of put our heads together. But I feel like Spirit's saying like it is what it is now. You know what I mean? Like you try to do as much as you could. You try to do as much as you could. Now it's time to really, like I said, take it at face value. And you got to be really honest with yourself. And I feel like maybe if you've been asking people, they've been telling you like real honest opinions, like it's time to go, like it's time to go. Okay. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Yeah, with the World card in reverse, maybe some of you guys are trying, your hardest to like rekindle a situation. You know what I mean? Because I feel like maybe it's hard for you to kind of like release yourself from somebody. Maybe it's hard for you to really accept that. Um, But again, that's why Spirit's saying like reconsider. Not now. It just won't work because everything you're trying to do, every time you try to do something, every time you try to go against it, you're feeling and you're going against the signs, it leads you back to why things aren't moving. Okay, because it's not your job to worry about that right now. Okay. Okay. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's messing you up. Okay. This could be earth placements. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it's like the more you consume yourself and people and things that just aren't giving you back that same energy, the more you're losing yourself in the process. Okay, the more you're diminishing what you need to do. I feel like some of you could be losing money trying to keep up with a connection, losing money trying to keep up with a job. Okay, trying to like or appearances that everything's okay, but really sometimes like I feel like Spirit's saying like it's okay, to walk away. It's okay, if your time has ran its course. Okay, it's not up for anybody to debate about it. It's not up for anybody to know. It doesn't matter. If it's blocking you from living your life, if it's stopping you from getting to that bag, if it's stopping you from actually being in a healthy relationship, then why put yourself in a position where you keep losing, for the sake of the looks? Why is the Fool card here? We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like Spirit's saying like choose peace, choose ease. At this time, if you can't get the answers from somebody, if somebody is kind of giving you the runaround on whether what to do in a situation, I feel like Spirit's saying it's time for you to break free. Okay, choose peace for yourself because the more you try to linger, the more it's just blocking you from what you need. Okay, from where to go. Maybe some of you guys are having a hard time understanding that maybe what a certain person or a certain opportunity has like overstayed their welcome, and it's time to go elsewhere. But I feel like Spirit is saying think bigger. Okay, think bigger. Why is the World card in reverse? Seven of Cups. Like I said, think bigger. Spirit saying, why settle for less when you can have more? Okay. You think it's hard? I feel like some of you guys are just like trying so hard to make somebody, make a situation work or make somebody see your side. But it's like Spirit saying, like, why do that when you can have somebody that can just do it at ease? It doesn't have to be hard. I feel like that's why Spirit's saying, like, if it's hard right now, it's because it's just not meant. And even though it may be a tough pill to swallow, right? Even though it may not be the easiest or the prettiest thing, right? Like I said, this is why face value is here. You got to take things at face value because it's here for a reason. Okay. You can't be wasting your time on something that isn't working out and it's only throwing you behind. Okay, it's dropping you down levels, trying to make something work that isn't supposed to be in your life anymore. Okay, and let's see what's going on with your person. What's going on with your person? We have the Six of Cups in reverse, so I feel like this person isn't really in the mindset to either rekindle or reconcile with you, or they're still stuck in their ways. Like there's no growth in it. In fact, you know, it just seems like they're not really trying to learn from their past. They're not trying to grow from it, at least for right now. And maybe it's because you're in their face. I just heard you're in their face. So maybe they need time apart to really see how that feels like, without you in their energy, without you, like, without them knowing, like, you're still there for them, because I really feel like they're not taking it serious because they feel you're never going to go anywhere. Maybe I just heard accessible. So maybe they feel like you're too accessible. Yeah. It's like with the Nine of Swords in reverse too, I feel like this person is also just not trying to be in a position where they're overthinking or stressed out. I feel like they're just releasing a lot. It just really seems like they're not on the same playing field as you when it comes to trying to make things work or trying to figure out what the next step is. It's like they kind of gave up. Okay. With the Page of Pentacles, it's like they already kind of are settling into, oh, well, I can only give you this Page of Pentacles for now. I can only give you, a certain amount of attention. It's like they've given up. You know what I mean? Um, And I feel like they have this pattern where they know that you're about to leave. They know that you're about to, go your own way, and then they kind of give you this Page of Pentacles just to keep you around, just to keep you like interested. Where it's like, okay, maybe it's gonna get better, maybe it's gonna, But I feel like Spirit's saying like, if they're just only offering you small stuff, you need to consider, is that good enough for you? Okay, is that good enough? Because if they're already in this mindset of thinking like, okay, I just need to do every once and again, or every once in a while, you're not gonna go anywhere. Is that really what you want? You know what I mean? Because I feel like you want this ace of wands. You want a new start. You want to, I guess you want them to show you that they're actually ready to change and ready to grow up, but they're not giving you that. Or maybe they could have said that. Maybe they could have came in and gave you the offer like, okay, I've been thinking about it. I'm ready to take this leap of faith. I want to go into it. But now you're starting to see like they went back on their word because they're still not showing you why you should give them a chance. They're not showing you that. Not only that, they could also be trying to be defensive when you try to talk to them about, certain situations from the past, or if they were to kind of like repeat like old mistakes or things like that. It's like instead of them taking that in and actually hearing you out, here they are acting childish. Here they are being defensive. Here they are acting like, you're just tripping out for no reason. You know what I mean? Why is the Nine of Swords in reverse? Yeah, with the Five of Wands here too, I feel like they're just not trying to even be confrontational. Even if they did wrong, I feel like this person's just like, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? It's like they're shutting you down. They don't want it sorted out, and I feel like you're just trying to figure out what to do to get to a better place. But they're not really giving you much to work with. They're not really giving you that option. They could even be looking at you as maybe you're argumentative. You know what I mean? Even if you're just trying to speak about what's going on, they could be looking like you're always trying to start stuff. You're always trying to start an argument. For some of them, so it's hard to kind of like be on the same page or even reach any breakthroughs because of the fact that they're kind of in this position of being defensive. It's hard for you guys to even get to the same page or same level. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that they're just taking everything you say and they're being defensive. You know what I mean? And with the Page of Pentacles here, it's like already they're not giving you much to really go off of, right? They're not giving you much at all. Um, Probably less than what you deserve. It's very subpar energy. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Okay. We have the Ace of Cups. It's like they keep trying to say, like, oh, I'll give you this. I want to give you this. I want to be with you. I want this new start. But when it comes to actually showing up and showing out, they're giving you Page of Pentacles energy. That's nothing. Okay. That's a little here and there. Maybe take you on a date, maybe buy you a little something, but it's not enough to really show like they want this Ace of Cups with you. So it's like they know how to love bomb. They definitely know how to love bomb. So really, it's really up to you to figure out, do you feel like you want to continue doing this with somebody if they're only giving you less than what you deserve? Why is the Five of Wands here? Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it kind of seems like this person just kind of says anything they can to kind of wiggle out. So that way you guys aren't arguing or anything like that. It's like they're trying to just find any way to just like not be in the mix. Okay. And I feel like right now they know, like, okay, maybe for some of them, it's a no for them. Maybe they don't want you to be the one to say it first. So they're kind of trying to move funny and do certain things because they want to be the one to do it instead of you doing it to them. Ooh, okay. So that is something to watch out for too. It just seems like you're dealing with somebody who's very childish. Like even though they could act like they're over the past, they're not over it. They're still holding on to it. It's just like they're not giving you much. They're not giving you no breathing room either. Okay, and why is the Page of Pentacles here? Yeah, we have Cancer here. Okay, and it's like it just feels like this person knows what to say, right? When in terms of like trying to make things look good, like, oh, we're gonna go a distance, we're gonna do this, we're gonna move out, or we're gonna live together, or maybe for some of you, they could be long distance and they could be kind of like making you feel like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna see you soon, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But when it comes time to actually making those plans, they're nowhere to be found. They're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden they're backtracking, all of a sudden they're gaslighting, all of a sudden they're kind of showing you like it's a sus. Like it's just they're giving you wishy-washy energy. It's like they want the new beginning, they want love, but at the same time, when it's time to show and prove, where's the action? You know, and I feel like this person could also be trying to play it safe, which is why we have the Page of Pentacles here. It's kind of like they're keeping you at arm's length. You know what I mean? But when things start to get difficult, then all of a sudden they back up. They're like, oh, okay. So maybe they're just here for a good time, but not a long time. But they keep trying to tell you they're in for a long haul. But when it comes to actually showing you, where is it? You know what I mean? Where is that energy? Okay. Let's go ahead and see what the blockages are between you and this person. We have Hermit card here, so it's Virgo. So maybe it's the fact that they're not doing enough self introspection. Maybe they need time alone, or maybe you need time away from this person as well to kind of reconsider what you are looking for when it comes to a relationship or a connection. Because maybe you've been overplaying your part in figuring out what to do or how to go about this connection with this person. So with this Hermit card here, I feel like Spirit's saying like maybe it's time to draw back a little bit, draw your energy back, especially if you feel like you've been kind of like been the person that's been more involved in this or been the one that's been more communicative or action oriented. Maybe it's time for you to draw back a little bit to figure out really what's going on here, because it takes two to tango. You can't be by yourself on this journey. So if they're not giving you that, then again, maybe Spirit's saying like it's just time to kind of draw yourself away a little bit, right? This could also be envisioning what type of connection you want. Okay, maybe there's kids involved. Maybe this has to do with them living with somebody or their living situation. But I still feel like, this is about considering what you're looking for when it comes to partnership, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to a connection that grows into a stronger union. What does this look like for you? And I really feel like this is also about implementing or moving more intentional with your manifestations or the type of connection you're looking for with the 1111 card. So maybe I feel like Spirit is saying, like, take a step back. Maybe because it's just been too much of trying to rush, trying to get to A to B, trying to do this and that, trying to make plans work, but there's not much execution being made, right? Maybe there's not enough work to be done or being done because of the fact that it's been rushed. Okay, it's too much rushing. Okay, and I feel like also too maybe this has to do with petty arguments, right? With the 5 of Wands here, petty arguments, things being said without being thought about, just things being said out of anger, right? Just trying to for the sake of like win the argument, but it doesn't do anybody good. It just leads you guys away from each other, causing more and more just like unnecessary blockages. And then we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, so maybe this has to do with a third party. It doesn't necessarily have to mean there's any cheating or anything like that, but it could just be maybe there's other people getting in the way of this connection from blossoming. Maybe other people have their opinions that are also getting into this person's head to the point that they're not really giving you much because of the fact that they're really allowing other people to kind of like sway their opinion over you. Okay, I feel like for some of you that's what's going on. Where the moment he tries to go to you, someone says something or whatever, then they're like, "Oh, you know what? I need to say this then," or maybe they're getting the wrong advice too, is what I heard. Okay, and let's see why the Hermit card here. The Hermit card is here. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So I feel like some of you are kind of losing yourself. You're kind of like forgetting who you are. Okay, you have more power in the situation than you're giving yourself credit for. Maybe there's some bitter energy too, where you're getting to the point you're so fed up that you're kind of like losing your sense of peace, or you're not really thinking in a grounded manner because of the fact that you're not giving yourself enough time to really get over this situation, or if you are trying to be in a new situation, maybe that's why things aren't picking up for you in love, because maybe you're still fixating on a past situation that you still need time to kind of do some self introspection. Maybe you still need time to check yourself, you know what I mean, and be honest. Like I said, be honest about your part in the role that you played in your love life as well. Why is the Four of Wands here? Yeah, we have the King of Wands. Okay, maybe some of you, you had a connection, but maybe you just weren't ready for it yet, right? Maybe you just weren't ready for it yet with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Maybe you weren't ready to embrace or accept somebody. And maybe that's why someone's pulling back for some of you. It doesn't have to be the same story for everybody. But and this could also be what type of person you're envisioning, right? What kind of character traits, I'm sorry, that do they carry that embody the person you're looking for? That the person that you want to actually commit to and be with. Why is it Knight of Swords here? We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of back and forth, but at the same time, it's just maybe you're not giving things enough time to breathe. Maybe either one of you or both of you are just, before you allow each other to have some space, it's like you're always quick to just be like, I want the answers now, now, now. I want I want to see now. But it's like at the same time, you're not giving enough time to breathe. So you're not giving enough time to see how you two can blend, right? Or work with a situation, or at least find a solution, because maybe you're trying to find it right then and there, and so you're not really giving them much time to really think or assess their part either, so they don't really have time to figure out if they were wrong in any situation, you know what I mean? Or maybe this also has to do with a third party situation. Maybe they were dealing with somebody, and you, and they just did not know how to manage both of you. That could be that too. Why is the Three of Swords here? We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So maybe I feel like for others of you, if you're still getting over a situation, if you feel like you still need time to heal, it's best that you take time and put more time into what you need done with your priorities, rather than trying to jump into another love situation, because it's throwing you off, it's throwing you back. And like I said, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you're neglecting your responsibilities. Make sure you're not neglecting your bills. You're not neglecting, your goals for love. That's the last thing you need to worry about if certain things aren't going well outside of love. That's why I feel like Spirit's saying like it's time to kind of like redirect a little bit if you feel like things in your love are just so straining, but everything else, and you find yourself kind of like slipping up on other areas. It's time to focus on those areas first and let love work its way out and work its way, out. I'm sorry. Um, and just go from there, because there's only so much you can do with the Fool card, right? It popped up for you guys, so maybe it's time for you guys to kind of like take a more present approach, take a more chill approach. You don't need to figure out what's gonna happen next. You don't need to figure out what they're gonna do next and things like that. This is more so just going with the flow and just letting the answers come to you, because they are going to come to you, okay? But also like choosing ease, like I said, choosing ease. All right, and let's see what's coming forward for you guys in love, please. We have the Sun card, we have Leo. So better days, definitely better days. I see you guys going out, mingling, kind of like getting that spark back, or at least like that inner child. You know how you just didn't really care, and you're just like moving and flowing, and you're letting yourself have that fun. You're letting the wind go through your hair. You're just like, okay, good, like just living your life, okay? And I feel like that's important, being present. Okay. And I see here with the Hierophant coming out, maybe this has to do with you kind of, since the Sun card is here. Oh, and we have Taurus. So maybe some of you guys are dealing with the Taurus placement. But I feel like this has to do with you guys kind of like just understanding and letting divine timing do its thing, and letting divine intervention do its thing, because you are being protected, right? And you are being divinely guided. So I feel like it's also about you embracing why, the divine had to separate you from certain people, or why it had to bring up certain issues, okay? Because I feel like that space needed is possibly going to be the thing that you and your person need to figure out what to work on, but also have a better understanding to be a team on this one, okay? Just like I said, but there needs to be some breathing room, right? Three of Cups. Okay. I feel like this is also going to invite a reconciliation, friendship, networking, going out more. But also for some of you, this could invite like you and your person to just remember how to be a team again. Remember how to be friends again. Remember to have that fun back again. Because I feel like right now it's a little bit too serious and it's just too much. And I feel like maybe the both of you just need some breathing room. Maybe you need this time to figure out, okay, do I even want this person, or do I want to work with somebody else? Do I want a collaboration with somebody else, or do I want to, work on a connection with somebody else? Or if you do want the same person, maybe like there's certain lessons or certain things you didn't pick up on or understand, all right, or certain clashes, right? Because maybe there's some miscommunication that you two were having, right? And I feel like this space is needed for you guys to kind of be in more understanding, like, okay, you know what? I get what you were saying. I just didn't get it at that time, you know? So I feel like it's just one of those situations where Spirit's saying, like, let time do its thing because it's for a purpose, it's for a good reason. And let's see how your person is feeling towards you at this time. Oh, and I'm using my Mystic Bees official and unofficial messages. You can find it on Etsy if you like. I know some of you guys asked me for my decks, and I'm like, okay, here you go. But let's see how your person is feeling towards you. We have the last time we were together. So I feel like they're still kind of thinking about the last time. For some of you, it kind of feels like you guys were arguing last time. So, yeah. Um, let's see. We have you are one of a kind. So they know like dealing with you is just like you're different. Okay, you're a different breed. They know that it's just how you go about situations different. And at the same time, I feel like it's also intriguing for them. You know, we have childhood trauma. Okay, that explains why the Six of Cups came out in reverse. So maybe the reason why they kind of like aren't confrontational with you or don't like to express certain things or don't like to, they take, when you want a conversation, they kind of take it as okay, you're trying to bash them, or they get defensive because I feel like it kind of like reminds them of their childhood trauma that they still have yet to either heal from or release. Okay, and we have I need you and your pure love. So, okay, clearly they know, okay? And with the Ace of Cups coming out, that's why they keep trying to give you certain incentives. Like, even though they may not be ready now, they don't want you to, like, just go ahead and move on without them, right? Because they know, like, you are the person they want to give this cup to when they are ready. But at the same time, if you don't have to wait. But at the same time, right, if you two are going to do this, you guys need to figure out how to come together as a team to work together to make this work. Okay, hearing the both of each other out, compromise. Okay, now that's what I have for your message, guys. Thank you guys so much and have a good day.